Hey YouTube, this is Catching Up with Crystal. Can you keep up with me? Because you never know where I'm going to be. And today I'm coming to you from my living room. How was your day? Just checking in, and I wanted to make this quick video about boundaries. Do you have trouble with boundaries, either setting them or respecting boundaries? Some people have issues with both. So let me tell you a story today that happened. I was a little annoyed and I'm trying to decide how to handle it. You tell me how you would handle it. So there's a drug rep. She's very aggressive. She stops by the clinic without asking. And here's the trick or the trap. Drug reps come and they bring delicious food. And when I tell you that they have a budget of thousands of dollars to spend on they basically ask you, where do you want food from? And they bring the meal from wherever you want, whatever you want. There's usually a limit on what you can order. And the only catch is you have to listen to their spiel about whatever drug they're representing. So I met this drug rep through a friend or a colleague, and she just stopped by looking for him one day. He wasn't there. He's a colleague. He has his own practice. So she stopped by and she told me about her drug. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to get her in trouble. But she told me about the drug. And okay, I listened. And then, and that was just a freebie. I listened without being fed. And then she said, oh, I'll come back next week and I will bring you lunch. So she brought me and my assistant and one of my colleagues that shares a space within the clinic. She does therapy. Brought us a wonderful Mexican meal. Fine. And she told me again about her drug. She repeated herself. Well, then she got increasingly aggressive. So the day before yesterday, so what's today? So last week I told her she could stop by. So she invited us to this very fancy schmancy dinner. It's supposed to take place in November, and really expensive restaurant. She invited us there, and there's three of us. We agreed to go. And she was supposed to stop by last Wednesday. Well, she called, showed me. Okay, if you stop by my clinic and I don't have patients, it doesn't mean that I'm not doing anything. I do paperwork, I do prior authorizations, I do televisits. People call me on the phone all the time. I don't make money just by people walking in the clinic. I make money also by phone calls. So she called, showed me. Okay. On Thursday, the only reason why there was any contact was because my colleague was visiting and he was showing me how to do a medical marijuana card because I'm going to start taking medical marijuana. And I had a patient, that was my first patient doing medical marijuana. So I said, well, she's always calling here asking for you. He reached out and she gave this long spiel why she didn't stop by the clinic. And she just said, oh, I'll stop by next Tuesday. Well, that's not okay. You got to run that by me. This is my clinic, not his clinic. So she called my assistant and said, oh, I'll stop by on Tuesday. So Tuesday, which is today, is not a good day. So I kindly sent her a text message. We had a lot going on today, and we had a lot of virtual stuff going on and a few in-person patients, but a lot of virtual stuff. So I texted her yesterday and said, today is not a good day to stop by. She wanted to stop by to leave us the invitation so we could get into this fancy schmancy dinner. I said, leave them at the front desk. Whatever you leave at the front desk is fine, and it'll get to me. So I have a virtual meeting at 1:00. This woman stops by with her boss or whoever she's dragging around with her at 12:59. And I abruptly said to her, I thought I told you today isn't a good day. Oh, yeah, you did, but I just decided, I'm going to drop by and leave the invitation here. So she, number one, totally disregarded what I said, that this wasn't a good day. I told her to leave it at the desk. She didn't. She came all the way upstairs to the clinic. And then last week when I did give her opportunity, she didn't. She never called me and said, I'm not coming or anything. I'm a big stickler for that. If you tell me you're going to come, my time is precious. So if we have an appointment, that's a verbal agreement that you agree to show up at the time that we agreed upon, and I agree to be there. That's a verbal contract. So when one of us doesn't do our part, the contract is broken. I don't like that this woman is so aggressive, and I don't like that she just shows up after I've told her, I told her today was not a good day, and she just decided to come anyway. What that shows me is she has a lack of respect for me as a person and my time. That's what that tells me. You just totally disregard, that I said this wasn't a good time. And last week you didn't bother to call, which is unprofessional. The truth of the matter is you could keep your meal, because if you watch this channel, you know I eat. So I'm going to get mine. So it's not even worth the free meal. Drug reps are great because they bring free lunches, coffees, breakfast, dinners, whatever. And I mean good money. I remember there was one drug rep who got written up because she had a $3,000 budget to spend on doctors and clinics for to talk about their drugs or whatever they're peddling. And she didn't use it all. So she got in trouble because they're expected to utilize their budget. But I decided I'm just not going to go to the dinner. I'm not interested. Will I prescribe her medication? Sure. I was going to prescribe it whether or not I ever came across this woman. But now what she's lost is the ability to stop by my clinic. And because you have to sign. It's like it's almost like signing their time slip. When they stop by, you sign their tablet that they were there. So what she's lost is the ability to have me sign and the ability to use my bathroom because she's out in the field. This has been Catching Up with Crystal. You have caught up with me wondering, do you have issues with boundaries, setting them, or abiding by them? Do I have issues with boundaries, setting them? Sometimes I guess I do because, I always try to help people and, I don't know. I think we all have maybe some issues with boundaries. But anyway, this has been Catching Up with Crystal. You've caught up with me. How was your day? Mine was pretty good except for that little incident. Please like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know when new content is posted. And if nobody told you today, I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Have an awesome day.